Whoa, well, that's it. That's all we got. I just come back from town. It's 3 o'clock. Still light, but the visibility is... I can't see the fence from the garden over the road with thick fog that's come in. Freezing fog by the looks of it. I don't know when this will be out, but it probably will be well past frosty weather by the time you watch this video. So I had an eBay offer. I'd found at Birch at Rusty Rails was on eBay again, and he'd got the Class 60 parts I wanted, so I was watching it but not buying it. Then I got sent a private offer. So I thought, what else has he got? I know there was another bit I wanted. So I went on his website and it was cheaper than eBay. So I bought it off his eBay, his own website. So hopefully they have made it. I can see a couple of them are off the supports. So we've got the Class 60. Have they got it written on there? No. We've got the Class 60 accessories, which is 3 snow ploughs. Don't know why 3, because there's only one each end, but you got a spare, I guess. The steps on the bogie frames. I do need the 50 ones that go on the buffers, but I haven't seen anyone that 3D prints them, and the horns, which I do need. I've got an old second-hand one, and I think one's missing or damaged, and then there was a really good condition one that's just had a little bit of transit damage. So yeah, we finally got those, and I got some more of his ground signals. These are version 5. There's a bit floating in the bag there somewhere, but they look even smaller than the last ones. And I've not built them yet, obviously, but I have the earlier version where the sort of hood at the back slides over the front. But these look smaller. I need an even smaller LED for these, I think. I would say fibre optic, but you wouldn't get the angle to bend. So I don't quite know. I know these are the illuminated one. He does a static version. That will keep me busy. The only thing I don't like about the 3D resin ones is they are quite brittle. So you have to be extra careful so they don't bloody snap. So I'll make sure this box doesn't get squished, which is probably why the ladders have come off, because they sit there. So that's it. That was a waffle for nothing, wasn't it? Another box to find a home for. Right. Well, it's 1 on a Monday. It's been a day. Nothing else in there. Oh, if you've watched my shorts, it'll be a while back now, you'll recall that, let's say, yesterday my garage was full of water because the main pipe had burst or pushed off, and had been going a good, I don't know, 16, 18 hours. So yesterday was clean up and salvage. This morning I happened to look out of the window and there was a lot of water moving quite quickly across the road. My neighbour was outside frantically trying to brush it out of his drive to avoid filling up his garage. He's in his 70s with a pacemaker. Turns out the water mains split today. Yeah. Anyway, 2 more points position indicators from block signalling. These are about £39 new each, and I got them for 25 with the shipping, so not bad. So I put them with the other two. I think I might, well, I'd say I might have enough. I'm not going to have all of the same system, so they're there if I need them. I certainly wouldn't have paid 40 quid new. Admittedly they do come with LEDs, but they will suffice for usages depending on the different systems I use on different Mimic panels, because obviously there'll be various panels around the layout, I'm guessing, rather than one controlling everything and having to keep eyeballing to see if it's in the right position or not. I like to have the operation of the panel near where you're actually physically moving the points, so you can see what's going on. Now this is more railway related than that last package. I suppose the last package is railway related because I use that heater to warm up the garage before I turn it off, because you wouldn't be able to hear me on a live stream with that going. There's delivery note. So in here we've got, it was the cheapest one on eBay of many the same, but in the end they sent me one of those little private offers. Hello Nosy. Number 2 Huskies come to see what it is. Mrs. Nosy Parker. So, it's bigger than I thought it was going to be, which I'm happy about, because in it, it'll come out. It's well in the bloody box. So, they're the business end. So, for those that don't know what the hell this is, those are the legs that go across that way, and you adjust to the, it's holding a circuit board in there under sprung tension. So when you put the component in and you want to solder it, you just roll it round, a bit like those tapestry things. But they used to be quite expensive years ago for what they were. It's metal and plastic, but they weren't any cheaper buying them from China. So it's one of those old adages where it's quite handy when you do want it, but you're not going to use it much. But it is there for when I need it, because there are some variable projects that will be in the pipeline during construction of the layout. Well, there we are, Saturday, and this is it. The end of the week, and no more acquisitions. This was a spare of the moment, just browsing, I think, and I was looking on the chat stuff, and I happened to notice a reasonably priced item that was submit a best offer, which was from Ron Lyons, which I've heard of before. I think he's got a web site. So this was up for 35 quid, and I've seen them go for a lot more than that. And having acquired one in the purchase of that railway layout, not that, I bought this off him, which is another one of those little Gaugemaster multi-position point controllers. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you've got 3 options, so you can do 6, then another 6, then another 6. So obviously it's quite compact and saves you building a big Mimic panel. So they might find use in in the construction in the tighter areas where maybe I'm not going to be able to have a big panel up because it will, you know, be in the way of another scene or something. So I got another one just in case. I know sort of the money they make. I can sell it again if I don't want it, and won't lose by it, shall we say. So I think it was a worthwhile potential investment, and I have two of these now, so they can either be worked in unison or in separate locales once we get to that stage. So obviously at the time of recording there's been no progress, but at the time this goes out there may be progress. Only you'll know, because I'll be doing the off-track updates, or maybe a separate little video series on the build. So we do need the diodes to do the switching, but they're cheapest chips to buy, and that is it for the end of a week. This might be 2 weeks actually to make a video, because there's not much going on at the minute.